Evening, girls. Is everybody nice?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, before we start, I think you all can go through the agenda first, okay? Right, I think you all get ready, so we shall commence the meeting. Okay, Lydia, is there any absentee?
No, we have a complete quorum.
Okay, good. I think all of you clear about the purpose of this meeting. About the Student Activity Center, we have to address and confirm the proposal as soon as possible. As the Student Council Department has been rushing us for the proposal, I hope we won't miss the opportunity to get the project from them. This will be a good chance for us to make our resume become more colorful.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, before we start, I need to tell, I hope this situation will not happen again. I will treat this matter seriously in order to run our meeting smoothly without any disturbance. Please take note, there is no phone, no food, no late comers. This is a formal meeting. Please do respect the other, and I hope you guys will cooperate with me, otherwise we will never get through, guys. So I think like to start by asking Lydia to talk about our main goals for today's meeting. Please continue.
Yeah, I would like to point out the focus of our today's main meeting. First of all, we have a problem did not solve during the last meeting regarding the empty space beside the lobby there. And then we will continue to our today's agenda, focusing on 2 points. First of all is the amendment for the interior design at the 2nd floor, and also the facility to be inserted at the 3rd floor. So, to begin with, I would like to quickly go through the minutes of our last meeting. Please refer to the minutes, page 2, section 4. During the last meeting, we haven't come up with the result for the empty space beside the cafe. However, we have raised out 2 options to be addressed at the empty space. First is the live band, and second is the fundraising.
I have motions that we can make a live band instead of fundraisings, because our college already have 2 canteens, which is canteen 1 and canteen 2 for the fundraising platforms. So, and I don't think that we need an extra spaces for it. But for live band, we can create an opportunities for those music lovers to express their talent by providing the platform and equipment. It's a win-win situation, which the student can enjoy their music in the cafe and the performers can play the music they like. It's a stress-free zone.
Even though there's Canteen 1 and Canteen 2 for the society to organize the fundraising, but there is still insufficient space, especially during the peak seasons where all the events for the society crash together.
So how about we vote for a better decision?
Yeah, sure. I vote for the live band.
I agree with the proposal.
I oppose human ideas and go with fundraising.
I go with fundraising too.
Okay, I understand your concern. The college space will never be enough for students. So I think we can do it both. We can go with the live band most of the time, but when there's a need for praising run, then the place will be laid out for it. Is everybody okay?
We second the motion.
Okay, alright. If there are no other questions regarding to the last meeting, we will move on to our today's agenda. So, design department, regarding the amendment of the interior design, may you explain more on it?
Sure, Miss Chairperson. Last week, my team and I went outside for observe, and we found that the area at 2nd floor is actually bigger than what we thought. As first discussed, we plan to build a t-shirt rubber at the 2nd floor. But even we put the t-shirt rubber at back, build a hall, there is still plenty of spaces around it. This might be a weakness for not coming enough to get the project from other teams.
My idea is that we may use the areas to build a practice room for those performers, dancing societies and music societies. Besides that, We can also provide yoga mats and some meditation background music for those who are interested in yoga and meditations to practice at there.
But I have questions that we already have a Dewa Utama in our campus for those activities, and why we need to build another hall for the runway?
The runway is mostly focused at the entertainment part. It was purposely focused on the all-night TT night, our school main event. As the runway is the standard for a fashion show, however, Dewan Utama can be used for talks public speakers. It's more toward a formal place to entertain those who have public talks, speeches, and formal events.
I see. So we will still stick to the T-shirt runway. Besides, there are second crazy motion, which is to build the practice room and provide those yoga components.
Well, if there are no further development, I would like to move on to the next agenda. Please look at the section 2.1. In our proposal, we have designed the top floor as an extreme sport area, but the problem is we haven't decided what kind of sports to put it in.
Is it paintball considered as an extreme sport? And I think it's quite fun.
Yeah, paintball is actually an extreme sport, but I think it is not very suitable to put in our student activity center, as it needs ample space, like big as a football court. So besides that, the equipment is also very troublesome. We need to maintain the quality, and I'm afraid to say that the student nowadays is not very responsible to keep their school equipment very well.
Sorry, can I have a word? My motion is rock climbing activity. Please refer to section 3D. All of you can observe from the pie chart. 15 schools in China already have this activity. The China government also gives a strong support to them by organizing a yearly competition to the whole school. But is our student activity center suitable? Since the rock climbing is only fit for outdoor, even though the school in China also say it as outdoor.
Indeed, there are also rock climbing facility for indoor. I went to some shopping malls, they do provide this kind of activity. For example, One New and Big Valley. There is also a shop in Big Valley which provide mini rock climbing for children to experience this incredible activity.
Yeah, rock climbing is very challenging and interesting, and I think most of the students will like it very much, and I'm sure that many students haven't tried this activity before, so they can experience something new and different.
Well, please give me a more convincing reason to adopt this idea.
Okay, so after having this activity, we can be the first university to have the rock climbing activity. This can attract more students to enroll our school. Moreover, students can try to challenge their limit to increase their self-confidence and step out from their comfort zone. After having such activities, they will be more braver to challenge the obstacle in their life. Climbing provides the opportunities to judge their individual abilities.
Rock climbing is one of the best total body workout, and it's not only focused on one gender. Both boys and girls can play as well. In addition, it can consider as a team sport where you might climb with a group of friends and schoolmates. A lot of social skills can be developed, such as leadership skills and communication skills. You might need to lead the climbers by speaking the instruction clearly, and the climber need to listen attentively.
Okay, one question. Where to allocate the facility?
We can locate it on the third floor of the buildings, where it is attached to the wall.
If we follow the safety precaution and rules, there will be the lowest injury risk to the student.
I second with this motion.
Yeah, me too. So seeing that everyone had seconded the motions, I suggest that we can attach some information such as the list of field suppliers for technical equipment, including the climbing shoes, helmets, ropes, and more. So it can make the work easier for the people who in charge to carry on the jobs. Besides, with the list, we can estimate the budget for this activity. If the budget required for the equipment are over, so we can settle it with fundraisings or require some subsidies.
Okay, if there is no objection, then we will adhere the idea of rock climbing activity then. We can add on a boxing area. I know most of the students are stressed. regarding of study, relationship of among friends, people, family problem, and so on. Students can release their stress through this kind of rough exercise.
I think boxing is a great idea as most of the students can kill their time with this activity. We can build in a few setbacks. This is also a very fresh activity to the local university.
How about we add on a boxing stage? The boxing stage can be used as competition and training stage on the same time. Boxing competition is quite popular nowadays.
Sorry, boxing stage?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I think boxing stage is not suitable in the student activity center. One of the main things you have to consider is injury, because boxer may easily lose control and punch the defender very strong. The most common injury is the eye injury.
Yeah, we must consider the impact. It will be a big issue if the injury case happen between the students, and that might affect the college reputations. And I'm sure that the college also will oppose with this idea.
Based on Tracy's and Xiu Wen's concern, I don't think this is a very big problem lah, as we can hire a professional trainer to guide them and supervise them during the activity times. So Tracy's worry will not be a problem anymore. Even though we can't avoid the accident happen, but at least we can reduce the risk.
Yeah, but as Lydia said, if the accident really happens, there will be rescue teams stand by them to back up during the operating hour. They will not delay the rescue time. Same as the rock climbing, both of them are extreme sport. I think students will pay higher attention and play fun with this kind of activities, especially boxing stage, which can reduce the students' stress and their angry emotion. Indirectly, the chance of students getting into the criminal case also can reduce.
I'm not agree with the criminal cases will be reduced because the violence will still happen, especially when the student will try to show off their skill that they learned from the boxing.
On the same time, they cannot control themselves since they are not mature enough.
Okay, fine.
Okay, whoa, cool down.
Please consider, Ms. Chairman, these are not very good points, and the boxing is too hazardous.
Since everybody has their own opinion, too much time for arguing, so let's do a ballot. Lydia, please.
So if you agree with the boxing stage, please draw a circle on the ballot. But if you oppose with this idea, you can make a cross on the ballot.
I think all of you done. So Lydia, please collect the ballot.
The resolution of the ballot is most of the vote are towards to no boxing stage.
Okay, alright. The final decision, we accept the boxing area with sandbag, but oppose the boxing stage.
Well, if nobody have any things to add, I think we have done our today's agenda.
Sorry to interrupt. Please refer to section 7. The budget for the project is 30 million instead of 300 million.
Okay, I will take note with it and make an amendment for the next meeting. Any other issues?
Yes, I have additional information. For the lobby cafeteria, we have found a supplier to supply vending machines at a reasonable price. The supplier has a vending machine selling soft drinks, salad and microwave food in a variety of choices. The student can buy healthy food and microwave it just beside the lobby counter.
Well done. I hope this can raise our percentage and to get the project from them. So before we dismiss, Lydia, can you help us to summarize today's meeting based on agenda?
Sure. Throughout today's meeting, we have made 4 decisions and 1 amendment. Regarding to the lobby cafeteria, the empty space will let out for the live band as a live band corner. But when there's a need for the fundraising, we will let the fundraising team have the place. And then the secondly is the T-shaped runway part. We will add on the practice rooms around the hall and then provide some yoga component inside the room. Yeah. So the third one is the 3rd floor extreme sports area. So everyone has already agreed on having the rock climbing at the 3rd floor. We will address it at the end of the building against the wall. And based on Xiu Wen, Tracy and Cammy's concern, we will have a boxing area with sandbag instead of boxing stage. Lastly is the amendment I will take note to and change during the next meeting, which regarding to the budget. Yeah.
Okay, well, the next meeting will on 21st June 2017 at 9. And thanks for your participating. And I will now adjourn the meeting. Thank you.